There is a difference between being alone and feeling empty. Because you can be surrounded by people, busy all the day, constantly distracted, and still feel something missing when everything goes quiet. That moment when the noise stops, the phone is down, the day is over, and it is just you with your own thoughts. And for many people, that silence doesn't feel peaceful. It feels uncomfortable. Few years ago, there was a man with foundation beneath him can build almost anything. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this series is about rebuilding after life added season. The season that don't just change your circumstances, but also change how you relate to yourself. And if you have been walking this journey with us, thank you for being here again. Today we are talking about something most people avoid without realizing it: being alone. Not loneliness caused by rejection, but the ability to sit with yourself and still feel whole. Stay with me, because this is where a lot of healing begins. For many people, silence feels heavy because silence brings up what distraction was hiding: unanswered question, unprocessed emotion, moments you didn't fully deal with, the thought you kept pushing away. So you stay busy, you scroll, you talk, you walk, you surround yourself with noise, not because you enjoy it, but because stillness feels too loud. And slowly, you stop depending on external things just to feel okay. People, contents, activities, anything to avoid sitting with yourself for too long. If this message resonates with you or someone you know who is struggling with being alone, share it with them. And if you are committed to rebuilding your life from inside out, subscribe and join us for the journey ahead. Here is something important: avoiding solitude does not heal emptiness, it only delays it. Because anything you avoid internally eventually demands attention. And when you never learn to sit with yourself, you never learn to understand yourself. And that is why so many people feel lost even in relationship, or restless even when things are going well, because the real issue was never external, it was internal disconnection from your thoughts, from your emotion, from your identity, and your ability to be okay without constant stimulation. We'll be right back after a short break, and when we return, let's talk about how solitude can stop feeling like emptiness and start becoming strength. Welcome back. Learning to sit alone is not enjoying loneliness. It is about becoming comfortable in your own presence. At first, it feels strange, unnatural, even uncomfortable. But if you stay with it, something begins to change. You start noticing your thoughts instead of escaping them. You start understanding your emotion instead of avoiding them. You start hearing yourself more clearly. And slowly, the silence stops feeling like emptiness. You start feeling like awareness, because you realize something powerful you are not missing. You are just unused to yourself. If you struggle with being alone, start small. Sit for a few minutes without distraction. No phone, no music, no background noise. Just stillness, and let whatever comes up. At first, they may feel uncomfortable, but over time, you will begin to realize that you are not as empty as you thought. You are simply unacquainted with your inner world. And the more you sit with yourself, the more familiar you become. Until one day, being alone no longer feels like abandonment. It feels like peace. Maybe you have spent a long time avoiding silence. Maybe being alone has felt uncomfortable for years. That is okay. You don't need to rush the process. You just need to begin. Because healing isn't only found in connection with others, it is also found in connection with yourself. And that starts in quiet moments you have been avoiding. If this message encouraged you today, share it with someone learning to be alone again. Save it for the days when silence feels too heavy, and subscribe if you are committed to rebuilding a life where you can be at peace with yourself. Until next time, take care of yourself, and remember, being alone doesn't have to feel empty. Sometimes it is where you finally meet yourself.